Hey everybody. By everybody, I mean 4 people. Hey cat, stop scratching my chair while I'm streaming. Jesse, Sarah, Tyler, Buradur is the Blood Wolf. Blood Wolf, the Blood Wolf. How you doing? Wild boy, arigato. Arigato for what? I didn't do anything. Doing good, good. Good to hear that. Random furry geek. Bit late? Well, I mean, my stream is a bit late, so you're not late. You're actually right on time. My pizza is coming. Hope my card doesn't fail. Your card? What card? Can't hear me. My microphone's definitely working. Jesse, maybe your sound is down. Maybe it's muted. Immortal! Nom! Nom. Fox nom. Nom. Thank you for subscribing, Immortal. You're a lovely floof. Thank you for supporting the stream. Hopefully you enjoy your foxy emotes. Yeah, it's just Jesse, it's something that you're doing. I don't know what it is, but it's not over here. Yay! Jesse can hear again. Nice. How are y'all doing? How is Saturday treating you? Don't betray me now, internet access. I think an unintended side effect of the lockdown is that a lot of ISPs are struggling because suddenly everyone's online all the time. You beat Paper Mario? Nice. Was it good? I mean, I watched you play a little bit of it. It looked like you were having fun with it. You cried? Oh, that's the mark of a good game. If it's well written, the characters are so well developed that you get really invested in them. Casey Royals baby, hi. Welcome back. Kansas City Royals. Woot woot. Yeah. I love it when a game does that to me. So, I think we're gonna get started there. Get our wait, it's still letting us finish the campaign? I mean, if that's still allowed, then I mean, okay, I'll start the battle. Wasn't expecting that. I wonder if that's intentional. They're letting us finish the campaign there. I thought that it was done. But, okay. Hey Lone Wolf, how's it going? It's going good? Good. Good, good. Did you get enough sleep? Because I think movie night ended really late. So, hopefully you were able to sleep. Is it worth it? Good. I'm glad you had fun. For those of you who didn't make it to movie night, we watched Spider-Man Far From Home, Mirai of the Future, or Mirai of the Mirai, Mirai no Mirai, and then we watched Coraline, and then we watched like 5 or 6 episodes of Love, Death, and Robots. So, long night, but good movies, a lot of fun. Alvin, hi. How you doing? So, long nights the best? Well, I mean, it's better than just sitting around doing nothing. It's get some fun socializing in there. Watch. I had never seen any of those movies, so for me that was checking off some important boxes. And then I ended up sleeping like 8 hours because I was really tired. Oh, I have some new art to add to the fan art slideshow, so let me do that now, since I didn't do it before, you know, like to set up for the stream. Instead I'm doing it during the stream. Gotta make your emotes? Yes. Really helps to have your emotes done. In my case, I waited about a month or 2 before I got my emotes ready after hitting affiliate. So, yeah. That was suboptimal. Watashi no doyoubi wa taikutsu datta. Sometimes that's good, though. If you need to rest. Mortal says that his Sunday or Saturday was kind of boring. And sometimes that's necessary. Just sit around and rest. Gotta relax and unwind from the week. So, we were working on this story on Wednesday, and we got very short amount of it done. Wait, the 18th? No. Here's my notes from the 23rd. They're not here. All right. Load. July 23rd. Yes, so this is how much of the story we got done. Weekends are boring too, but I try to make them as fun as possible and not boring. Well, I mean, I'm high energy. I always want to do something. Can't still. It's kind of Church and Fox. So, it depends. I mean, you have to kind of balance out boring week with some activities on the weekend, or if your week is really busy, then you might need to do the opposite and have a chill weekend. So 5 hours? Alright. Just sit and vibe. We learned Kibun Tenkan, which means your feelings, and sort of refresh them, turn them around. So if you're depressed or you're tired, do something that's refreshing or exciting. So, here's our July 25th Japanese lesson. Oops. Notes. Notes! So before we start, is there any questions that anyone had? Just wanted to throw out there anything they were curious about, anything that they would like to do today, because if not, we're going to continue with the story. Would you be able to go over na and no adjectives? There are no adjectives. There's only two types. There are na adjectives and there are i adjectives. But yes, we can definitely go over adjectives today. Discord, Twitch, awesome. Just vibing with me. That's cool. Hey Zeus, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Still waking up a little bit. It's been up for about 3 hours. So yeah, we'll push our story down a little bit. Good to hear. Good. Didn't see you for movie night. Hope you had a fun Friday. Scratch his head. Are you itchy or are you confused? Got your Eagle project done. Nice. For Scouts? What was your project? I don't remember offhand. A little confused. Alright. Confusion's alright. As long as we fix it and you don't stay confused. Building a footbridge. Like over a stream? Left his paperwork. Like registering it? Or getting a permit? Anyway, while that conversation's going on, I'll continue with the lesson. Talking about adjectives in Japanese. Nihongo no keiyoshi. Keiyoshi. Eagle project review, then submitting stuff to the regional council to approve for my Eagle court of review. Sounds very legalistic, but okay. So keiyoshi is the word for adjective in Japanese. And the characters here mean the shape and content. This is part of speech. So adjectives will tell you what kind of shape or something about it, the form of your nouns. Hey Tibbo. Random picks. Ah, that's cool. So it's like a little path over a stream. Nice. Is there some kind of material border to keep your sand or dirt from getting washed out in case of rain or flood? Just because I'm worried that if it rains, that some of your material... Non-woven geotextile fabric. Alright, cool. Good, so you thought of that. Good. Dirt is a clay-based dirt. Ah, so it's probably not going to run. Got it. Nice. So it's like concrete, but less hard. Got it. Interesting. Concrete drainable. Okay. Pizza's arrived? I know. You showed us a picture in Discord. I kind of want pizza, but tonight we had pulled pork, so... So, yes. So, talking about our lesson here, that there are two forms. Sorry, missed the movie night. You gotta sleep early? You gotta do what you gotta do. Besides, if you've seen the movies that we've seen, then it's not always necessary for you to be there. So, adjectives come in two types. There's two types. They are E adjectives and Na adjectives. And by that, what we mean is the two different kinds of adjectives will... that's how they end. For example, look examples of E adjectives. So when I say no adjectives, some things have no before the noun. Byoki no hito. Well, so that's not an adjective in the standard sense. How do you rate your meals? I mean, standard meals, 6, 7 out of 10. You gonna lay down? Ooh, sound like you had a hard day. Have a good one, Zeus. I mean, so you say no adjectives. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Byoki no hito. Well, so what you're doing there is you're taking two nouns and using a noun as an adjective. I mean, in that sense, what you're doing is, instead of saying, not like a sick person, you're saying that they're a person of sickness. In the strictest sense of the grammar. Not hard, just tiring. That's a type of difficult day, if it's tiring. So, I mean, grammatically, those are not adjectives. You're merely using one noun to describe another noun. I mean, in a sense, it is acting as an adjective, but not really. I mean, in the same way you could say America no hito to mean American, but what you're saying is the person is of America. So, yeah, it kind of acts like an adjective, but not really. It gets the point across, but it's not really an adjective. Is that all you wanted to know, or did you want to go into adjectives more? So learning which one belongs to each category is like learning regular and irregular verbs. It's not quite the same, because most of the time you will see just go into adjectives more. Alright. Why are jalapeno cheddar Doritos so good? Because spicy, tangy flavor is good, Pepper. And yes, Way better than regular cheddar Doritos, because those get kind of boring and monotonous after a while. You need something to some kind of zing. So, fine, I'll go into some adjective examples. Like, let's see. What are some common ones that we've done? Takai, meaning expensive or tall. Colors? Oh yeah, certainly all the colors. Aoi, meaning blue or sometimes green, like a blue-green. Because funny thing is, in Japan, stoplights, they say the colors are aka, red, kiro, yellow, and aoi, which technically means blue, but the colors are kind of a blue-green. You avoid spicy stuff? See, I love spicy stuff. Like a spicy salsa in Mexican food, or like a Thai curry. I'm always eating really spicy stuff. Hey Rick Wolfie, how you doing? Hope you're well. Did you get your COVID test back? Let's see, takai, aoi, yasashi, meaning gentle or kind. We game back till tomorrow or Tuesday. Oh right, because well, yeah, because it's Sunday there for you now, so tomorrow would be Monday, Tuesday. Got it. Yellow, something you don't remember? Ki-iro. Kiroi. For spicy food over normal because you're not a wimp. Some people just like physiologically are not able to handle it. But to me, it just makes food a lot more interesting. But I have some relatives, we like set out some mild salsa and they said, ooh, this is spicy. Like, it's mild salsa. There's like no spice in it at all. And that's too spicy for you? Oof. That's okay. Yeah, if you can't handle it, then don't eat it. You can always have something else. So, as you can see from these "e" adjectives, all of them will end in "e." Takai, kiroi, aoi, yasashii. And then if you look at the "na" adjectives, they don't end in "e." And so why are they called "na"? So you type byakko, you get white fox. You don't understand it? Because they the kanji have two different readings. So we'll get into kanji onyomi versus kunyomi. Growing to love spicy food because you forced yourself to eat it. Yeah, I didn't really eat spicy food either. I had kind of low tolerance, and I think I burned all of my sensitivity away just by eating really spicy food and like almost crying sometimes because it was so painful. But now it's fine. So na adjective examples are adjectives that don't end in e in Japanese. So these are ones like kirei is pretty, or shizuka, quiet. First spice thing I ever ate was a habanero pepper at work. That's kind of a steep place to start. Just eating on your lunch break? Yeah, that's kind of a rough place to start for spice, but beautiful. Kirei. Kirei is usually more like pretty, because if you wanted beautiful, that's usually utsukushi. Beautiful. That's how spicy word works. It makes you cry because how powerful it is. So actually you have pain receptors on your tongue, and that's actually what you are triggering with spicy. It's actually like an irritant for your body. But it's interesting how it affects your body and gives it additional flavor. You must be a masochist. Pepper likes things spicy. No surprise there. Brotiful. Yes, it's when your bro is so beautiful. Beautiful. Utsukushi. Other examples of na adjectives. Bread is beautiful. If you do like your bread, some bread is pretty beautiful. Let me think of some other na adjectives, because I'm trying to give more examples here. Most of the adjectives seem to be e adjectives. Bread is your comfort food. Yeah, it always makes me sad though. And it's like, oh, I'm trying not to eat gluten or too many carbs. And I'm like, yeah, but it's so good. Same with pasta. Some people say the body and brain is both a curious and wonderful thing because it reacts to so many different things. Yeah, it's weird that you take a pain stimulus and you make it into something that makes it fun and exciting. Kiken. Dangerous. Pasta? Yeah. Love noodles. Italian pasta. Chinese noodles. Like a Thai noodle dish. Spaghetti with grated Parmesan cheese, no sauce, no thing. No. I think some people do that. Some people do. No, what's really weird is I have friends who say they like pasta with just with butter, or plain pasta with ketchup. And to me, that's a little weird. Daiji. Important. Tokubetsu. Special. And so these na adjectives are actually sometimes called noun adjectives. Because most of these are nouns by themselves. And then in order to add them, to use them to describe a noun, you will add na before the noun. Between the adjective and the noun. So let me... Kachue pepe. The pepper... That's the... Yeah, that one's really... There's so much pepper in there. I can't... It surprised me watching someone make that dish. It's just like saturated with pepper. Oil and vinegar. Yeah, sometimes you do that as a salad. Do you find eggs and mustard weird? I mean, that's used a lot when you're making like a deviled eggs or some kind of like egg-based appetizer. So sometimes they'll take the egg yolk and mix it with mustard or with some kind of like other sauce. Angel hair or gnocchi. Angel hair depending on the sauce. I usually prefer a thicker noodle like a linguine or like a tagliatelle. Gnocchi is good. Oh, cream sauces are really good, like an Alfredo sauce or like a vodka sauce. Sort of egg salad sandwiches and mustard, and I get weird looks. Especially if it's a brown mustard. I don't care for yellow mustard as much. Not just similar to... Yeah, sure. See, so that's not weird. So, when you're using E adjectives to describe a person, you will just use that adjective and then add a noun. For example, kiroi kitsune, a yellow fox. Kiroi kitsune, a yellow fox. You just add the two things together. Takai biru, a tall building. Biru, yellow fox equals tall building. Yasashi Jeshi. Yasashi Jeshi. We don't need the double S there. Jeshi. Gentle or kind, Jesse. More na adjectives? Sure, we can do that. Even brown mustard, you can put brown mustard in deli, it stays fine. Yeah. Brown mustard, I think, has more body to it. It has a richer flavor, whereas yellow, it's just a little bit too sharp. Gnocchi is weird because in a way it looks like maggots. No, that's true. And gnocchi is not made of wheat as much. It uses a little bit of flour, but it's mostly made of potato. White fox? Alright, we can do white fox, sure. If you wanted shiroi kitsune equals a white fox. Deviled eggs, I believe, is simply yolks, mustard, and paprika. Yeah. I'm gonna sleep now, but I can listen when I go to sleep. Alright, Tyler. Yeah. Have a good sleep. We'll catch you later. interesting fun fact? Yeah. Yeah. Gnocchi is made of mostly potato with just a little bit of flour to bind it. So it's a totally different process than using semolina, which is normally based on eggs. Usually you start with a semolina flour, and you make a little well with you drop egg yolks in there, and you sort of whisk them around until you just mix the egg with the wheat flour. Is that a Lord of the Rings reference? Kibaro, hi! Thanks for hanging out with us last night, Kibaro. It's fun watching movies. How to say good night and good morning. Alright. I'll put this at the end then. Good night equals oyasumi nasai, if you want to add that to make it more formal. Good morning is ohayo gozaimasu. Oyasumi. Oops. This one. Gollum. Did you had much chance to lately? Yeah, I mean, do it when you can, don't when you can't. And that's simple enough. Alright, we have our Dijon better than brown mustard. Oh yeah. Dijon's better than regular brown mustard, and brown mustard is better than yellow mustard. Do they say pretty in puriti? Well, I mean, if you're talking about... Ooh, there's a lot of artillery here, but fortunately we have a lot of tanks. Yeah. Fortunately, with tanks and healers, we got rid of the all these archers. Alright. Most kills goes to Jesse with 8. Only 3 people, but you got 8. 14 assists from Random Furry Geek. 7. And 12 for Immortal. 10 gold goes to Jesse. Since the event is over and we can't earn any more, so I'm skipping the loyalty token chest because it won't give us anything, I think. Start next battle. Oh, it's a siege. So we should probably get rid of these archers up here. We're gonna need archers to take out these archers though, so we'll need some backup. Do Japanese say puriti? Yes, yes they do. So you could say puriti. You can say almost any English word in katakana, and if it's a simple word, they will probably understand it. But you have to say it in katakana pronunciation. You don't like mustard? Not everyone does. I have family members who hate mustard of all types. You're precious. Getting a little obsessive. 私は一日中眠かったので、今夜早く寝るかもしれません。Probably, unless you stay up, but you probably should go to bed. So, Immortal says that they were sleepy all day, so they'll possibly go to bed early tonight. My precious. So when we use na adjectives, and yes, I will go into more examples of na adjectives. For example, if I wanted to say it's a pretty cat, I would say kirei na neko. You have to add the na. Kirei na neko. Pretty cat. A quiet night would be shizuka na yoru. Shizuka na yoru. You don't think you missed the howl this time. Correct. The howl should be in 13 minutes. Pronounce it together. Shizukana. Shizukana yoru. Kirei na neko. Quiet night. So would kawaii na and kawaii na be needed, or is the second e in kawaii good enough? Kawaii. Kawaii. Kawaii is an e adjective, and so is kawaii. Yes, those are e adjectives. Kawaii. Kawaii. Kawaku nai. Kiken na okami. Sure. Kiken na okami. Senor Console, hi, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's probably been, feels like a week since I last saw you, Senor Console. Thank you for the 100 Corgi bits. Good night? You're going to bed, Thibaut? Alright. Good night, Thibaut. Yeah, how have you been, Senor Console? Oyasumi, Thibaut. Kiken na okami. A dangerous wolf. Daiji na hi. Ji na hi. Important day. Tokubetsu na jinbutsu. A special person. Not a dangerous wolf, you're a good wolf? Eerie at the same time? Yeah, I'm not saying that every wolf is dangerous. I'm just saying that in the example there are dangerous wolves. No matter the situation or emotions, it can be calm here, no acts, no lies, no hiding. Yes! If you feel comfortable here, and I hope you do, this is a safe space, and I will do everything I can to let you be you here, Random Furry Geek. Nope. Bye. It's fine when you said that? Yeah, it's a little bit of a stereotype of wolves. Jinbutsu. What does the second kanji mean? So, butsu or mono means thing or something. So in this case, we're not just saying, you could say tokubetsu na hito. Jinbutsu is another way to sort of make it. It's another phrase to mean person or personage. Like, we're talking about it sort of in a larger context. So we'll give some more examples of na-adjectives because Jesse wanted to study those a little bit more. Ow. My headphones were kind of rubbing in a weird way. Hitsuyo. Necessary. Kantan. Simple. Easy. Bendy. Useful. Not sure you want to know what the person said? It was an advertising bot. Sometimes they just create an account, send out a bot and say, hey, do you want to be famous? Or the even more like deceptive ones say, hey, I just saw your channel and I think it's awesome. Like, I'm really interested. If you want, I can like make panels and emotes for you. And then like the streamers who've never seen that before, they're like, oh, hi, welcome to my channel. And it's like, that's a bot. They all say that. There's so many of them that do that. It's kind of annoying and very deceptive. That's you with Serum. You do that in Serum's channel, you're like, hey, I really like your channel. Like, can I help you with graphics and stuff? Jesse's a very complicated bot. Still trying to figure out what kind of algorithm they run on. Very advanced, like doesn't give the same responses all the time. Let's see, are we up to 10 yet? Not quite. Majime. Very serious slash straight-laced. Just like no nonsense. Alright, so we doubled our na-adjectives from 5 to 10. Is that enough? You want more? Teine na jinbutsu. Yeah. So you notice that a lot of the na-adjectives are actually made of kanji compounds, whereas the e-adjectives, they tend to be more simple with just generally one kanji. So it's the na-adjectives which come from, these are sort of nouns by themselves, and then you add na to turn them into an adjective and add it before another noun. You could just say teine na hito if we're just talking about one person, but if you're in a more formal setting, you can call them a jinbutsu. That's okay? Alright. Big gulps. I don't have a big gulp, unfortunately. I probably should have gotten more juice before I started streaming, but whatever.
We're gay
Reminds
like
you
a
of Bok Pup? Yeah. That definitely, the eyes especially remind me of Bok Pup's eyes. Rago the Otter. Hi. Jessie, a very likable person? Yes. Jessie's a very sweet floof. So yes, I adjectives will end in the letter I here. Takai, kiroi, aoi. These do not. And so, if it's not an I adjective, it's going to be a na adjective. There's a couple examples where it ends in I but is not in I adjectives, but those are very rare. And then Immortal had a question, why is byakko equal white fox as opposed to shiroi kitsune, also meaning white fox? Song in the playlist I'm hearing sounds familiar. Hollow by Ampix. I don't know this song. This just sort of plays automatically. I kind of just let my music go by itself. Also, Shiroi Kitsune also means white fox. So, the thing is, we have to look at this kanji here. Nope. Fail. So we have to know that it has, generally has at least two forms to it. So we learned the onyomi and the kunyomi are the two different forms. Onyomi, or the sometimes called the Chinese reading, or the sort of like its compound reading, and you have the kunyomi, or the Japanese reading. Hello sounds like an interesting one to listen to. Yeah, sounds like fun instrumental music. White fox referring to an Arctic fox. Yes. Just like they will also call it a white bear if we're talking about a polar bear. Byakko kitsune? Nope. We're talking about byakko is this word meaning white fox by itself. Also, if a white fox, you feel like a red fox with white fur. Oh, okay. So this kanji, like, I gotta mute my phone. Everyone's messaging me all. Read somewhere it means white tiger. Also true. Shiroi Tora. It all depends on how you write it. So we learned that the onyomi will either be haku or yaku. Whereas the kunyomi will be shiro. Oops. Shiro. Well, what does this mean then? Why do we have to study this? So, in other words, when this kanji is used in a kanji phrase, we will generally use the onyomi for that. Whereas when the kanji is by itself, like in shiroi, only one kanji here, we'll use the kunyomi. Messaging. Now, I've got all sorts of apps. I'm getting Discord notifications, I'm getting people's Twitch notifications, I'm getting my email, I'm getting messages online. Not online, I mean, there's an app called Line, which is how I usually used to communicate a lot with people in Japan. Seen Byakuo used for White Tiger a lot. Yes, because when you're talking about the 4 Shinto like protective deities, the 4 animals, Byakuo is one of them. Yes. You may have seen them in various anime, or if you study like Shinto religions, you'll see the animals listed as Byakuo, the white tiger, Suzaku, the phoenix, Genbu, the turtle, and Seiryu, the dragon. Konto, ohayou gozaimasu, Kisuneko sensei. O genki desu ka? まあ元気です。ちょっと眠いですけど, I'm a little sleepy, but that's because I woke up not too long ago. But that's fine. I mean, I had a late night because we had movie night and I stayed up until like 6 with hanging out with people, 6 in the morning, and then you know, I had to get ready for bed and then like messaging people from bed, and then I passed out after that. Didn't understand a single word? That's okay. I can teach you what I said. These are the 4, like, the guardian spirits. Friendly Neko Chloe likes playing with me. Just rainbow cat balls, pencils. Cats will play with anything, but if it's especially like some kind of string or like cat toy with a long tail, like they love playing with those. If they're younger, I think they tend to go for things that like rattle or jingle, but I think my cats have sort of given up and not found those very fun anymore. How they keep busy? It's kind of how their like animal instincts will drive them to chase those things. Cats love to chase small critters and small objects. So, Jesse's question was, why have onyomi, why have kunyomi? Why are there two different ways to read them? Well, so the kanji came from China originally, and so China will more often use phrases like this: two kanji, or sometimes 3 kanji together to mean one word. Like it's two simple ideas combined to make a different word. So when you're doing these kanji compounds, then that'll be this way. Whereas the more Japanese way to write these things is with a lot of more of their alphabet. So shiroi kitsune. Here, we'll pronounce this as shiroi, because there's no other kanji around here. Around this white. Shiroi. As opposed to, if I were to use, here, let me give you some examples of some kanji compounds using white. Like blank. The word blank or empty is kuhaku. Kuhaku. Hey Dolby. How you doing? Having a good day? So this is the two characters for empty and white. So when you're talking about, like, especially paper, we would say that it's kuhaku. It's a blank piece of paper. Empty plus white. Yep, pretty good day? Nice. You do anything fun, or you just kind of chill? Dolby. Somebody could misread as kushiro. I mean, you could look at that and say sorashiro, but that's if you don't understand kanji, because sky is sora. That is its kunyomi. When the word is by itself, it's read sora. But when it's combined with something, it's read as ku. Flash flood warning. You have a storm in your area still. Well, as long as you don't go outside, you're not driving around, you should be okay. RFG. Play with grandpa's train so I can get them running. Oh, nice. Did they need fixing, or did they just need, like, some maintenance? Like new batteries, maybe a little bit of oil, like something to get the wheels going. Oops. Careful if you travel to the future. Yeah, traveling to the future is dangerous. Much louder? Yeah, I moved my microphone. It was like under my mouth. I actually moved it in front. Container, hi! Coming in with the juicy paws. Louder and clearer? Yeah. Turns out that your sound comes out away from your mouth rather than under it. They've been serviced a little under 10 years ago, but when we tried them, they didn't work because we were idiots and didn't think to clean the track. No, the clean track. There's a scotch pipe. Little Owen little goes. Yep. Gotta take care of things. Wicks have dried up. Yep. How does that happen? It just happens. It's funny. You're a nerd? We're all nerds in some way. Just not necessarily book smarts, but you might be really big into like some... Well, actually we call that geeking out if we're talking about like non-academic stuff. You can geek out about trains, and Dolby definitely geeks out about trains. Fox butt's growing in size. Yeah. Haven't been getting a lot of exercise, so the fox butt's been getting pretty large. Just gonna be a whole big butt. Yeah. Shrinks when we start playing games. Yeah, once I start getting moving around a little bit, it gets a little bit smaller. Give the butt some cover. Let's see, where did those go? Save. Add. Image. A sec. Another battle already? Huh. Nope, not in front of my face. There. Cover the natural beauty. Don't cover the butt. It takes practice, Jesse, to read things Sorashiro. No. An oil-fired Locomotive. Doesn't that put a lot of smoke? Built in 1942. Oof, old. Naked butt's better for it like that. So what are we learning about? We are, first of all, we are learning about adjectives.
Are you ready?
How adjectives end in E or na. When you just talk about them by themselves, you don't add na, but when you put them in front of a noun to actually use them as an adjective, kirei na neko. And we're learning about why kanji will have multiple readings to them. Black smoke on the, yeah, it's kind of a polluting train, though. That's probably why there's only a couple of those left.
Are you ready?
Kokuhaku. This is to announce plus white. When you say confession, kokuhaku, this could be a confession of guilt or a confession of love. So you'll hear this in anime a lot. If they say kokuhaku, meaning that you're going to confess that you like somebody.
Are you ready?
Drooling a bit from the butt. What about negative adjectives? Good point. So we're going to negate these adjectives. Oh, 8 o'clock awu. Yes, it is time for the awu. Because I got tied up in the lesson. Not forget the fight, yes. Let's take care of the fight because we kind of want to get through more battles tonight. Let's get this goblin tosser. We're gonna get that catapult. Now we just have to slice our way through these archers. Good. Got him. Pepper. Most kills by far, 18. Versus next most 10, Random Furry Geek. Immortal with 15 assists, just edging out Kibaro with 14. Got her chest. Gold, 15 gold bonus goes to Jesse. You have a crush? Oh. Let's go this way to make sure we can hit the chest. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that goes that way. But we'll do this. I think we can manage the graveyard run here. Level 1s, level 20s, so these are the dangerous ones in the middle here. Oh, these are dangerous too. Oh, these are busters though, so if we just have some archers to blow them up, we'll be okay. Oh, bombers too. Okay, so these are the dangerous ones here and here. So I think if we rush forward here, maybe we'll be okay. So, now that the battle's done, now we can do our Awu. This is time for our 8 o'clock Awu. I forgot because even though my window's open, there's no one that does Awu around here. I feel like had the majority of streamers has been converted to oil instead of keeping dirty coals, coal burning is going to phase them out so much. Or if we'd done some kind of like wood burning, that would have been even still better than coal, because instead blows carbon-based particulates into the air. 8 o'clock. Oh! Oh! Don't howl, it hurts my lungs. Don't howl that hard. Jesse popping up with the Awus as well. Yeah, we don't mind Awus around here. Stream paused and lagged after you said Awu. They did that last time too. Like, I Awu'd and then the stream died for like 30 seconds. Yeah, the Awu's too powerful. Twitch can't handle it. So yeah, that's an important thing. Immortal's question was, how do you negate these? And that's a very important thing that we should definitely look at. So how do you make these like takakunai? So we take takai, and make it takakunai. Takai changes to takakunai. Yasashi changes to yasashikunai. But notice that the end result is this also ends in E, and so you can just add this to a noun. Cute Awus. I mean, it just feels natural to Awu. Janai. Almost there, Pepper. Don't get ahead of things. Would burn too fast? Well, so part of the problem with locomotives is that they have to carry their own fuel, which is a phenomenon that's also an issue with space shuttles, because you need so much fuel to launch a craft that heavy into space. And part of it is you also need extra fuel to carry the fuel that you're burning. Same with trains. You needed usually a coal or a wood car sitting behind the locomotive so that they had access to the fuel. So you need to have a certain amount of fuel to carry the fuel that you're going to burn. I don't know why my... Oh, there it is. Now it's okay. The coal tender, yep. My face rig was kind of freaking out. Takai takakunai, meaning not tall or not expensive. Just gets exponential from there? Yes. There's a formula that they have to calculate how much fuel you need to get up into space based on the weight of the vehicle and the weight of the fuel you need to get it up there. So yeah, the heavier your vehicle, the exponentially how much more fuel. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I think that has to be Twitch's side, because I mean everything else was working. Stream Raiders was still updating, chat was still running. So, I mean, I think Twitch's server just got a little wonky there. Thank you for being patient with me while this was happening. Not gentle or kind. Which is bipolar nude foxes. So they want us to be on the platform, but then they don't want the foxes to be in their natural state, being naked. I don't understand. We're back. We are. Utsukushikunai. Kunai. Utsukushi is beautiful. Utsukushikunai. Utsukushikunai. Not beautiful. So this is how you negate E adjectives. And you can just add them like that, in the negated form. Utsukushikunai. Seikaku. Seikaku. And unbeautiful personality. Watashi wa utsukushiku nai. Yes, Konto, you're saying you're not beautiful, is what that sentence means. Well, Dolby, I mean, the power of a single locomotive being able to do that, is it more efficient than 4 diesels pulling it? Like, it's about cost, the trade-off of the two. Don't you need the des in that sentence? You don't need it. You don't need to be polite. You can, if you're in a casual setting. You add des or end in forms like that if you want to raise the level of politeness. 私は美しくないですね. Yeah, you can say that. You don't need to speak in Keigo. Well, Keigo is a different thing. Keigo is another level above polite. Keigo is more like 美しくないでございます. You're not in chat. Must be my eyes then. Stephen Royale. Groveling? So you have several different levels. If you're talking about humility, the humble form, which is in some ways the opposite of Keigo. Destroying hectares of nature and culture over there. Yeah, I mean, a lot of trains do that because you need to cut large swaths of the natural habitat and vegetation, as well as leveling the path, so you have to take out all the trees, stumps, and all the roots and everything.